Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Overton. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running inside, it's Hawkins. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
To the back. Makes him talk to the hand. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Plows through the defense. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They're trying to slam it in, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the return, it's Overton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Now on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Slings it. Right side, it's Davis. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, it keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Quick give. It's Hawkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. Throws it deep. And And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Jaron Kiave Songopolatelli. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Songopolatelli. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down immediately.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Sells to fake. On the move. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this QB, you could tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field, just missed.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. They'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Trying to make one miss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. JKS. Out wide right, it's Hendricks. It's a running room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier's going to remember that.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Left side is Heath. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He spins that thing down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. All kinds of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Cal. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. From deep, it's Overton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Green.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. On the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Tulane taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Green Wave with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli. Still looking. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. Now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got it backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sangapolatelli. Here comes the heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Right side, it's Denmark. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. There he goes to the right. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Second and 1, and they're going to make them line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Making the adjustment on the play. The run inside. It's Hawkins. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on. And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. JKS. The screen, and watch out. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Sangapolatelli, play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing Sangapolatelli. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Looking for a huge play. Picked off to stop the threat. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli gets it to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Going to take a shot. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 2nd and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Songo Politelli fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Adams. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Again, it's Songo Politelli. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Thomas. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. JKS fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. The door looks slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Throwing, Songo Politelli. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Overton. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Hokies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They send the tight end in motion. The play fake. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Jaren Kiave Songopolatelli throws for the tight end. The short hands, it's Thomas. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Gonna let it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
At the 9-yard line. 1st and goal.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to get it in. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games, so you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Sargopolatelli. Out wide left, it's Strong.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Under pressure. Right side, it's Thomas. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Overton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. After this, it'll be a wrap. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route. There was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route, who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field.